know, but we should not do like that. We should Sankhya Purvaka, means Rupa Goswami, all the Shed Goswamis have written wonderfully that we have to count. When Prabhupada was there, Prabhupada's followers said that, Prabhuji, మీరు ఇక్కడ కూర్చోవచ్చు so that we can have eye contact. Yeah, you can sit there or wherever. మీరు అటు సైడ్కి ఉంటే నేను మిమ్మల్ని చూడడం కష్టం అవుతుంది. So, I'm sorry. So what I was saying is when Prabhupada was there, Prabhupada followers, one of the person asked Prabhupada how to make sure that we are chanting properly. Then Prabhupada said, yeah, you have to make sure you are chanting properly. And one other devotee tried to explain Prabhupada exactly what the other person is asking. Prabhupada, how to make sure we are chanting all the beats properly. Then Prabhupada said, I understood the question. And the answer is, you have to make sure you are doing properly. How to be sincere? By being sincere. How to do proper chanting? By doing proper chanting. So keep on, keep on. And one more very nice, helpful tip is, just keep the phone there and then chant. Record your voice and then chant. After chanting, whenever in the whole day you have time, hear to the recording. Then you can find your flaws. Lot of things will be there. Sometimes you will be doing Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, or one Rama is skipped, especially when you are alone. Sometimes one Rama is skipped, sometimes one Hare is skipped, sometimes you say Hare 3 times also. But we are so familiar with Hare Krishna Mahamantra that we take it for granted. मैंने तो 16 round कर दिया chanting. So, Japa retreats you have to attend. We have to do one-to-one chanting. If husband and wife chant together sometimes it happens, but everybody wants their own connection with Krishna. I want to connect with Krishna personally. My husband wants, so he does somewhere, I do somewhere. But if at all you can do, both of you sit opposite to each other. Sometimes it might be disturbing, but at least you will be chanting consciously that my husband is hearing my chanting. You can compare the recordings also. Compare the recordings also. That before, when I know that he is hearing me how I am chanting, when I know that he is not hearing me how I am chanting. How much time then I am taking, how much time now I am taking. Sometimes mind thinks something else other than Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That time also your rounds get finished fast. Mind thinks something else, you are saying something else. What we are asking Hare Krishna Mahamantra is, please engage me in your service, Krishna. Radharani, please shower your mercy so that I can get engaged in your divine couple service. So when this mood is there, only with that mood if you chant, then we might get 1% good of chanting out of 100%. Or else it's mechanical. As if Bhakti Vriksha, it's okay. We did our chanting everybody in the morning, 16 rounds or whatever, 10 rounds, whatever we promised to. But Bhakti Vriksha is a platform wherein you do focused chanting, really focused chanting. You are to not think anything. You need not cook, you need not go to deities, you have no children bothering. Of course, sometimes, yes. But you can focus. You can focus. You can focus. जब चैंट करते हैं माता जी, यही सोचना है कि कृष्णा तुम हमें आपके सर्विस में एंगेज, आप हमें आपके सर्विस में एंगेज करो. इतना ही सोचना चाहिए. कुछ और सोचेंगे तो चैंटिंग ठीक नहीं रहेगा. वो पैरेट के जैसा हो जाएगा. पैरेट भी बोलेगा ना, आप पैरेट को सिखाओगे हरे कृष्णा बोलो तो वो भी हरे कृष्णा बोलेगा, लेकिन उसको कुछ पता है हरे कृष्णा का मीनिंग नहीं पता है, उसको बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा. मिलेगा क्यों माता जी? हमको नहीं बेनिफिट मिलेगा, उसको क्यों बेनिफिट मिलेगा? बिकॉज उसको कॉन्शियसनेस लेवल कम है. It doesn't have the higher intelligence like us to understand the meaning. So in its capacity, it's doing namabhas, shadow chanting. But it is doing. The name has the power. So maybe next time it would be a devotee, 100%. But we knowing everything, we think about thousands of the things around, but we are not able to think about Krishna. If you at night time, everything is done. Morning आपके ध्यान में कुछ भी नहीं रहना चाहिए. Nothing in your mind. What to cook, when to start work, when to drop the kids. These all should not be there in your mind when you are chanting. That can happen only when you sort out the day for next before you sleep. Now we have added an extra thing in my schedule of Prabhupada's Leelamrita. So I have to plan accordingly. 6 to 6:30 I take a break from my chanting. Half an hour we do Prabhupada Leelamrita. So have to be in that mood back to chant properly from 6:30 to 7:30 or 7, whatever the missing rounds I am doing. But we have to prepare ourselves. Okay, accordingly my breakfast time, accordingly my DT waking up time, everything changes. But we have to plan properly. If we plan properly, everything can be included. Krishna says, I am Kala, I am the time. When you are putting time for him, wouldn't he manifest our time? He will save our time somewhere else. Definitely he will save our time somewhere else. You are all into IT departments and programmings and whatever it is. Sometimes an easy task also takes 1 hour to figure out what it is happening. And when you figured out, it feels like, oh, this was just a 5 minutes job. Sometimes push of the office boss or whatever it is, that takes a lot of time to think, even though I am putting so much efforts, why these things are coming up. So those all things, time will be saved if you try to focus on this chanting. Whatever we do, Bhakti Vriksha classes, sorry devotees, I'm taking a little more time before I start because it's needed. So whatever we do, Bhakti Vriksha classes, book distribution, cooking services, temple kirtan festivals, home programs, Guru Maharaj classes, whatever we do in our spiritual life should improve our quality of chanting. Keep this in mind. Oh Mataji, I was whole day in the service, my body is aching, I'm not able to get up in the morning and chant. That can happen yearly 1 or 2 times. That can't happen as a habit. ठीक है, जन्माष्टमी है, 12 o'clock तक जग रहे हैं, 12 बजे हम लोग क्या गाते हैं माता जी गुजराती लोग, जय कन्हैया लाल की, घाती घोड़ा पाल की. That is okay. You come home at 1:30, you sleep, have a nice good sleep of 6 to 7 hours, get up early, that's okay. But don't make that as an habit. Every day is not Janmashtami, every day you need not wake up till 12 o'clock browsing the screens and moving the screens, and then that's it. When you do that, obviously those are the things which you are meditating on. That takes a lot of your consciousness. So chant in the morning, nicely in the Brahma Muhurta, how many ever rounds you promise to yourself, 1, 2, 5, 10, but focused. If somebody is doing 10 rounds and they are not able to meet up with their things, I don't mind. You reduce the chanting, reduce it to 5, reduce it to 6, but focus, and pray for the mercy so that you can improve the quality and quantity also. Gaur Purnima is coming. Please focus on chanting. Take the Shiksha vows. Take the chanting vows. There are few devotees who ask me, Mataji, I am starting my chanting. Can you pray and give it to me? What do I pray? I pray that please give them the taste for chanting along with me. When I pray for them, I pray for me also. I put near the Prabhupada lap. I say, please Prabhupada, give them the chanting for the taste for the holy name chanting.
You give, I didn't get it, Mother. You give Siksa means like you give the mantra.
I don't do. Gaur Purnima day, everybody takes the Shiksha vows before Prabhupada. Everybody, even initiated devotees, some devotees come and plead, not from any Shiksha Guru, but plead from their spiritual master side to Prabhupada, saying that, please give me the taste for the chanting, please let me focus. Like Arjuna is asking Krishna, kill the doubts. So like that, please. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the Yuga Dharma. Okay, let's start with our Bhagavad Gita class. I know we are late. I'll try to finish it within an hour. Okay, where are we, Matajis? 36 is done. I was just thinking so. And you updated the description also, right? You need to do that? Okay, so today we are doing from 37. So let's have a recap a little bit of 36, 37. Anybody want to summarize? Online devotees, welcome to new devotees who have joined. I see couple of new devotees. Vigneshwari Mataji is my old acquaintance, so she is not new. I see Vakul Prabhu's screen, I think it's Lavanya Mataji who joined. And I see Hema Mataji joining. Very nice. Welcome all of you. So we are doing 1.37 onwards, Mataji, but I'll give you a recap of 1.35 and 36 also, so that we come back to our stage of understanding Arjuna's position and Arjuna's questions and explanations why he doesn't want to fight. He was giving a lot of reasons. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Ardha Shastra, Niti Shastra, we discussed about many things last time. So let's go for the verse number. Recap is always good. Oh, we had 32 to 35 together.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Prabhupada is so merciful, right? Such a beautiful translation of all like 3 verses in just. If you see the translations, Matajis, I always wonder, and still I wonder, in one sentence, Prabhupada made us understand 32, 33, 34, 35. Look at the translation. 1.35, right? That is whole one big sentence with all punctuations. Amazing, amazing. I think we should read this so that we can get some clarification. This is Arjuna saying, "O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom?" Here he is saying, what is the use of all these things? Kingdom, happiness, even life itself. So the purpose of life, according to Arjuna, is not ideal, is not correct. He's saying by killing them, there is no use of my life. What is the use of life? Krishna says to Arjuna in the future verses, you are not behaving like an Aryan who knows the value of life. The value of life is not to just take care of kith and kin. Value of life is to follow dharma. So he is saying here, what avail? What is the use of this kingdom? What is the use of this happiness? What is the use of even this life when all of those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed in this battlefield? So he is thinking that his life is meant to serve his kith and kin. Forget about Varna, forget about Ashrama. His right now focus is all bodily identification. He is relating to all the relationship through his bodily identification. He is my guru, he is my teacher, they are my cousins, they are my maternal uncles, and we have done a lot of Sanskrit words for all these relationships, maternal uncles, paternal uncles, cousins, friends, relatives, everything. So he is still in the bodily platform. And he is addressing Krishna with different names contextually. O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-laws, grandsons, brother-in-laws, and other relatives are ready to give up their life. Yes, they are ready to give up their life because they are doing dharma. They are fighting for their master. Their master right now is Dhritarashtra. They don't know the real dharma, but they are following their king. Yad yad acharadi shreshtas tattadeve tarojana. Though the leader is not dharmic, but the leader told you have to do, so they are doing. They are dependents on that leader. They are dependents on the king Dhritarashtra. Forget about the normal people, including Bhishma Dev, Dronacharya. They could have said no, but they did not say no. O maintainer of all the living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even for the exchange of 3 worlds. Krishna is not asking Arjuna to fight to get the 3 worlds. Krishna is not asking Arjuna to fight for the happiness. Krishna is not asking Arjuna to get it for prosperity. Those are all added benefits. The reason why Krishna is asking Arjuna to fight is because of dharma. What is correct, what is not correct. Last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Pardho Dhanudhara. What does it say? Wherever Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever Arjuna, who is the best archer, both are there, automatically victory, prosperity, Shri, Buddha, everything will come. So at that time, why he has to think about Hare Krishna Hari? Why he has to think about all these things? He's trying to convince Krishna, saying that whatever I am saying is right. Everyone does whatever activity is good to show their opulence to somebody. So here Arjuna is saying that if I am showing my valor and opulence, to whom I am showing when everybody is skilled? But he is not doing this war because he wants to show his opulence. No, not at all. In material world, that's what happens, right? When you get name, fame, there should be some people who has to see that name and fame. If there is nobody to see that name and fame, we don't put trials also. We don't put efforts also. My manager should recognize it. My husband should recognize it. That thing is there. That expectation is there. When there is no inspiration for us to do. But in the spiritual world, it doesn't happen like that. Especially when there is Krishna before you and asking you to do, though you get success, though you get failure, though you get happiness, though you don't get happiness, you have to act according to the dharma. And Arjuna is giving these beautiful reasons of why he is not fighting. We will discuss in detail when it comes to 37 verse, 38 verse more. He gives lot of explanation at which at some point we all could get misguided saying that Arjuna is right. Arjuna can be right, but he can't be more right than Krishna. Krishna knows the best. Krishna knows the best. So in the verse number 36, he is explaining about the fourth reason. Fourth reason? Yeah, fourth reason. Verse number 30, third reason or fourth reason. Overcoming the sin. Sin will overcome us. 36. We'll discuss 1, 2, 3, 4 again so that we all get rebrushed with what we have learned. So he says that sin will overcome. So what? When Krishna is saying to do, what is the worry about the sin? Will Krishna won't take care of your sinful reactions? We will talk about how the sinful reactions are being taken care also in the future verses. But he's saying sin will overcome. Therefore, it is not proper to kill Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain? O Krishna, husband of... See, he's saying, Krishna, you are father, husband of the goddess of fortune. Give me all the fortune, then I need not fight. Krishna is not trying to put Arjuna in the best position. Arjuna is already in the best position. Krishna is using Arjuna as a nimitta, instrument. I want to establish dharma. The reason why I came to this material world, one of the reasons is to establish the dharma. In this process of establishing the dharma, I am making you as an instrument. Follow my instructions. And you have chosen me. You told I don't want anything but your guidance. You don't lift any bow arrow, it's okay. That means Arjuna believes Krishna. Arjuna believes in Krishna's instruction. So he should follow. Let's go to the verse number 37, Matajis. 37 and 38 are together, Prabhujis and Matajis. Let's read the verse together, whoever have the books. And whoever following online, it's page number 55, Bhagavad Gita as it is, the verses 37 and 38. यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति लोभोपहत चेतसा कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातका कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापादस्मान् निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन. Again the word Janardhana is used. Hare Krishna. Siri Mataji, you have to mute yourself. Siri Mataji, can you mute yourself? Lavanya Mataji, you also have to mute yourself. Siri Mataji, private message chestara. Okay. Mute all Jadanka. Siri Mataji, you have to, can you mute yourself please? ఇది మనం లాక్ చేసాం కదా స్క్రీన్, అందుకే చేయలేము. కాల్ చేయండి రోజు, లేకపోతే షీ డిడ్ నాట్ రియలైజ్ ఎల్స్ షీ వుడ్ హావ్ డన్. మనం ఇది వ్యూ పెట్టుకున్నందుకు ఐ థింక్ హరే కృష్ణ సిరి మాతాజీ, హరే కృష్ణ సిరి మాతాజీ, సిరి మాతాజీ. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. They thought it is unmuted. Muted, please. Okay. So these verses 37 and 38 are together. This speaks about Arjuna is telling to Krishna that they are blind. They are blind, but we are not blind. That's what he is saying. Okay, they don't know the dharma. They are doing all greedy things. But why we should go for greed? Oh Janardhana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed. He is clear. He is clear with the position of Dhritarashtra and Dhritarashtra's sons devotees. He know that they are greedy. He know that they are doing the wrong act. But he is saying that although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed. If you go back to the previous verses, we talked about the aggressors. Arjuna himself calls the Kauravas as Akatayina word, which means aggressors, and he says that though they are aggressors, we should not kill them, something like that. And Krishna explains, and Prabhupada explains in the purport, 6 kinds of aggressors and who have to be chopped immediately, who have to be cut off with the slain immediately. So here also he is saying the same thing. Their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family and quarreling with the friends. They are doing this because they are overtaken by greed. But we are not overtaken by greed. So why should we do this? Why should we, who can see the crime? The word crime is used here. In destroying a family, engage in these acts of sins. So his thoughts are still wandering around, being judged. Being judged. He's afraid that he will be judged for his actions. First thing he was saying is compassion. Right? Compassion, false compassion. They are all my relatives, they are all my so and so, so and so, so and so. And the second thing he told was, there is no enjoyment by killing them. If they are all dead, whom will I enjoy with? So he was seeking for the enjoyment. That's the second reason he was giving. Like, if I kill them, there won't be any enjoyment. Third thing, sins will overcome. Sins will overcome. Sins will overcome is the reason he is giving. Third reason, by performing this act I will overcome sin. But Krishna is saying, if you don't perform your dharma, you will get more sin. By killing them in according to dharma, you will go to the higher planetary systems. He will explain more. And now in the 37, 38, the important points are to be nivartitum. One word is used as nivartitum. We should not consider these problems and doshas of them, and we should cease immediately the act of killing them or the act of fighting against them. Nivartitum. Why we should cease? We need not cease. Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind, but we are not blind. Arjuna is totally getting out of his position of being an instrument in the hands of Krishna and following the dharma. He is considering each and every aspect of humanitarian things, but not considering the concept of dharma. Krishna is not asking him to fight for the kingdom. Krishna is not asking him for the prosperity. Krishna is not asking for the wealth. Krishna is not asking for anything that is so-called material enjoyment. If you are feeling sad doing dharma, feel sad. You want to cry? Cry. But fight and then cry. Simple. Because that is the right thing to do. Verse number 40 we can go to. 39 we have to go to. Okay, 39. This is important. This is very important. In the pencil circle verses, if somebody wants to memorize the verses, this is the verse very important which you can memorize. This is another reason what Arjuna is giving to Krishna about the degradation of the family traditions. How come Arjuna fights according to dharma and the family traditions of the people in the battlefield will degrade? That's a question and we will know the answer also. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharma sanatana dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharmo abhyavatyuta. With the destruction of the dynasty, in the previous verse, the destruction of the dynasty is mentioned. The eternal family tradition is vanquished. Actually, in the previous verse, 38 verse, it describes about when the elders in the family are killed, the destruction of the dynasty happens because there is no proper guidance to the younger people in the family. So that point is mentioned in verse number 38. We discussed 37, but in the 38 it is been described about the destruction of the dynasty. And the continuation of the verse is, because of the destruction of the dynasty, what happens is the family traditions are lost or vanquished. You have to do like this, you have to do like this. There are some elderly people who have to guide. Now in the IT world, both the parents go to the office, all the kids go to the daycare centers. In the daycare centers, you see all the people who don't have the family traditions. Frankly speaking, they are not connected to Krishna. They are not connected to Shastra. They are not connected to proper family traditions. They might have love. They might have affection. They might take care of your children the best way what you think you can give love. But where about the respecting the family traditions? What are the family traditions? Those will be disturbed. And thus the rest of the family becomes involved in the irreligion. How they are involved in irreligion, we will see in the next verses. But basically, the elders, here the important word is elders. We have to respect elders. They are devotees, they are non-devotees, they are kind, they are not kind. Anyway, there is Mother Teresa, right? Either way, we have to respect. Because, be kind. Because without them we are not there. Without them we are not there. Either it is in-laws, either it is parents. Respect the elders. Especially that those who are connected to the devotees. If my family has 100 elders, I am a devotee, I have to respect all the elders because I have to see Krishna in each and everybody as Paramatma. I cannot differentiate. Oh, she is not a devotee, she is not a good lady. Good lady, bad lady, good thing, bad thing. Who can decide? Who can judge? There is Paramatma in everybody, and the Paramatma will guide them. Our higher intelligence, how we utilize in judging them, is that what matters. They are fallen. Okay, you are also fallen. They are more fallen, guide them. If they are not ready to take the guidance, pray for them. But serve them. Serving is very, very, very important. Serving the elders is very important. Anybody it might be. Even in the temple, if you see some elderly person who cannot walk properly, help him walk properly. He is not able to stand in the line, take prasadam, help them anyway. So elders is very, very important. Now he is saying, in the war and battlefield, what I see here is middle-aged and more than middle-aged people, and if I kill them, the family traditions won't be carried properly in that way, the way it should be. What happens, because here Prabhupada writes very nicely, but on the death of the elderly members, because that is the destination of this war, everybody will be killed in the war. Everybody. Death of the elderly members, such family traditions of purification may stop. No, Mataji, I don't need elderly care. I don't need elderly family tradition saving people. I will stop my job. I'll sit at home. I'll make them learn from Bhagavad Gita. I'll make them Bhagavatam. Very nice. You'll make them Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything. You make them a pure devotees. But where is the exemplary statement for them? You are not taking care of your parents. Why would they take care of you? Why would they take care of you? They won't take care of you. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. I'm reading Bhagavatam. I'm doing my dharma. I won't take care of my parents. Because you did not take care of your parents. Right? It's very exemplary. We have to be exemplary. Develop irreligious habits and thereby lose their chance of spiritual salvation. This is all basically leading to the spiritual salvation. If you don't do that, you will lose an opportunity of spiritual salvation. Simple. It's a higher goal. Think of the higher goal. If you do these small things, the impediments or the pebbles or the stones or the speed breakers will be cleared. Chinna small things. Chota baat. एक कुछ था हिंदी में saying. छोटी बातें मायने रखती है. Like, it's very important. We have to take care of small things. Your glasses were not found. Your Maharaj was not there at your place. Small things. How we take and how we react those things is very, very important. Take the shelter. Taking the shelter is the best thing. Take the shelter. Automatically everything will be taken care. Let's go to the verse number 40. It will be continued. What happens if the family dynasty is degraded? Adharmabhibavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriyaha strishu dushvasu vashneya jayate varna sankaraha. 3 or 4 important words here. Kulastriyaha, strishu dushtashu, and then varna sankara. Very important words. Here the emphasis is given on, and Krishna is here addressed as what? Krishna is addressed as Varshneya, means descendant of Vrishni dynasty. In the mind, Arjuna is thinking, your dynasty is safe. You are nice. You are guiding them everybody nicely. And now my dynasty will go bad. You want to be safe and I have to go somewhere? Means he's indirectly saying, if something happens to Vrishni dynasty, would you do the same? Yes, he would do the same. And it happened. Happened. Yeah. He did it. He took the place of Dharma when it happened also. So it's very important that Arjuna is acting here. Please understand, Arjuna is not commenting on Krishna. Arjuna is not picking on Krishna. Arjuna is not sarcastically saying anything to Krishna. Arjuna is acting on our behalf. Like Srimati has this sarcasm, Kirtida has this picking up nature, or Soumya has this nature. Anybody. He's taking the role of all of us in this 45 minutes. Wow. Thank you, Arjuna. Thank you. We have to always be thankful to Krishna. So what it has been seen? When irreligion is prominent in the family, irreligion, because it will be explained. Oh Krishna, the woman of the family becomes polluted because there are no proper family traditions, there are no elders, husband died, brother-in-law died, father-in-law died, what would the lady do? What would the lady do? Nowadays, ladies say feminism, I will go, I will work, I am independent, my husband died, I got the insurance, with that money I will put in the bank, I will... Not like that, not like that. Obviously, a lady needs support. Obviously, a person, male person also needs a support. Then they will find some Shudra quality person who did not participate in the war. They take their shelter. When this Shudra and Varna Sankara is happening, here we talk about 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. So always you have to get married to a higher class husband so that he can guide you properly. This lady will go and marry the Shudra, and Shudra will not guide her properly. Varna Sankara will happen. Obviously, the progeny is called unwanted progeny. To say it feels very bad to hear unwanted progeny. Oh, I love her, I gave her the shelter, she lived with me, and we got a progeny, and that progeny is called unwanted. Why it is called unwanted is because you are not inculcating any of the religious principles into that child, because you yourself don't know what are they. Brahmanas won't accept the widows and all those people. What the class of men remaining is only Shudras. And they take the ladies might take the shelter of the Shudras or the low class men who don't know anything about dharma, who don't know anything about religiosity, don't know about culture, family traditions, and they're not going to impart to the kids also. This is called Varna Sankara. Sankara means, it said, right, the donkey and the something mule will come, right? 2 different species put together, something else comes, right? Right now,
Indian, but like if you see like a lot of people.
Here, India, everywhere. Because
like if you see sometimes kids half looking white, half looking Chinese.
yeah, but finally, if we take the shelter and follow the dharma properly, these are things, next verses we see, these all things can be solved. But at that time, Arjuna's worry was, if at all these people get killed in the war, what will happen to the families? Because here in this verse, the importance to womanhood is been mentioned. How important is womanhood? How important is chastity? How important is faithfulness is been mentioned. If the lady is not chaste, if the lady of the house is not chaste, if the lady of the house is not faithful, if the lady of the house is not religiously connected, then what she will give the kids is the same thing. She will not be able to inculcate them the good habits when she herself is not practicing the good habits. So the important, see what is generally husband do? General take, what does husband do? Go in the morning, work, get money, give the money, and with that money, आप ज़्यादा relate कर सकते हैं माता जी, हम लोगों से ज़्यादा भी, क्योंकि हम लोग आजकल दोनों भी वर्क को जाते हैं, दोनों भी वर्क को आते हैं, दोनों भी, वो अलग बात है. लेकिन in general terms, it is proper according to the Vedic system. They work hard. For whom? For the family. And who is going to take care of the kids? From whom mostly the kids will learn is from the mother. So here womanhood. So Arjuna is saying that womanhood's chastity and faithfulness will be destroyed because the elders in the family, Prabhuji, the elders in the family are gone. Are not there anymore. Sankaro narakayaiva krulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitaro hyesham lupta pindodaka kriya. One step ahead again. Family tradition gone, ladies getting into Varna Sankara gone, and now it comes about the pindodaka. Lupta pindodaka. So this one is, this one still we are on the 4th reason. Matajis, let's go back a little bit. First reason what Arjuna gives is compassion for his kith and kin, identifying himself as a body. Second reason what he gives is, by killing all of them, I cannot enjoy. What is the use when I cannot enjoy, or when pleasure I cannot see? Third reason he says that by killing all of them, I will overcome sin. And the 4th reason he gives is, family traditions are destroyed. And this is all continuation of what happens if family traditions get destroyed. These are not the 5th reason or the 6th reason. This is continuation. One thing happens, followed by that thing, something else happens, followed by that thing, something else happens, which is basically degradation of the society, community, nation, country, everywhere. He's thinking philanthropism, nationwide, good, humanity, and all these things. And now he says it is not only just stopping at this area of ladies, husbands, Varna Sankara, but it continues and extends to even forefathers. No, but somebody will say, what forefathers has to do here? We are a small family, happy family. We are two, we have two. There is a मेमिद्दरम मनकिद्दरू, like we are two, we have हम दो हमारे दो. अभी इसमें बीच में forefathers कहाँ से आ गए? According to the family traditions, this is a very important topic, devotees. Let's discuss a little bit more on this, because many times we have a doubt, should we do karma kandic procedure, should we do the pinda pradhan and all these things. It's an important topic. Let's talk. So in this verse, clearly, this is verse what? 41. So in this verse, in the 40 verse, teachings from Srila Prabhupada is about good populations. We have to be careful about good populations. We say Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga, the Yuga of quarrelsome and hypocrisy. Where is this Yuga coming from? Where are these all descendants coming from? Not pure parents. That's it. It may be harsh to hear, but if the parents don't have this spirituality, how can they pass on the spirituality to the kids? Most of our Sunday temple congregation, now we are cooking for 600 people. We started with 200 people, 250 people, 300 people, 350 people. Now it's 600 people. Why? Because of the Sunday school. We have so many schools, right? Why do people get their kids and make them join in temples for the Sunday school? Because they want to make them learn something which they did not learn, frankly speaking, which they did not learn, or which these kids do not have the chance to learn. At that time, it was a proper Varnashrama system, and properly at least half of the society have learnt that. Not completely, but at least, but now there is no chance at all. So they are getting the kids to the Sunday school program, right? So everybody wants their kids to be spiritual, little bit at least. Maybe it's spiritual, and I know a couple of devotees who say that I want to expose them with everything, Mataji. Let them choose whatever they want, Mataji. Everything, you expose everything. That's what schools do. That's what schools do. They give them adultery education at the age of 6th grade, 5th grade, and you can do whatever you want, but you have to use this protection. You can do whatever you want. If mom tells you something, call 911. If grandmother says you something, you have to protect your rights, you call 911. This is exposing to everything. And finally saying that my kids are getting bad, what to do, Mataji? Why to expose them to nonsense and ask them, oh Mataji, I should not feel that I did not expose them in this field. Nonsense. Why do you have to expose them in the field which you don't want to be in? And when you expose, obviously, mind is fickle. It can choose anything. And when they choose, you don't accept that. So here, Prabhupada writes very nicely about good population. 4 varnas, 4 ashramas, according to our interest, we will be in those things. But females being very, very important to get the clean progeny. Virtuous upbringing is needed. Imparting the knowledge to the children by being exemplary. Everything depends on the chastity and purity of the womanhood. Yes, does fathers don't have a role? Of course they have a role. But mostly they learn from the mothers. Because they spend more time with the mothers. When elders in the family, okay, we discussed all this. Here in this verse, we need to understand one particular topic which Prabhupada mentioned in classes, not in the purport, but it's about Garbhadhana Sanskara. There is a Sanskara called Garbhadhana Sanskara. What is this Garbhadhana Sanskara, Mataji? Is it after the child is begetted, or if the child is 5 months age, 8 months age, 9 months age? No. Garbhadhana Sanskara is the procedure, what we do even before the parents invite a soul. It's a Sanskara which makes the parents prepared, parents' consciousness prepared for begetting a children. You're taking a big responsibility, first of all. Big responsibility. You are inviting a soul to get a body, and as soon as the soul gets the body, immediate responsibility of, even before he is born, your responsibility is to deliver him. Not deliver anyhow we do this deliverance, but big deliverance. That is more important. So when you can't take that responsibility, don't beget children. Harsh to say, but it is the thing. We are not doing begetting children process, especially the devotees, for our sense enjoyment. We are doing a big, great thing, very great thing, by giving a soul a body. which is Krishna conscious and with Krishna conscious environment. So this Garbhadhana procedure makes the parents prepared for begetting a nice child, or for inviting a soul, or for giving the body to a soul which is wandering since n number of lifetimes. That is the concept behind this Garbhadhana Sanskara. When they unite with this consciousness, they can beget the children who have 99% good consciousness. Critics might show 1% in millions, say that these parents are very devoted, they did Garbhadhana Sanskara, but still they got a child who is nonsensical. That happens. That happens. When there is lot of ugra karma for that soul, that happens. But that cannot be taken as a point that, oh, because they did that, they did not get this, so this doing is waste. You see the percentage, you see the value, you see the value in it. When Hiranyakashipu was born, unnecessary, right? The lady went and said, and who born? Hiranyakashipu born. And what happened? Rakta Varsham happened. And when Prahlada, his son, was born, what was the consciousness of Prahlada's mother? And Pushpa Varsham came, flower Varsham came when he was born. Simple. We have the examples in the history. It is very important to have a pure consciousness to give a proper body to the soul, taking the responsibility of the soul to make him Krishna consciousness. Again, you take only responsibility to give the Krishna conscious environment to that child. You can't push. You can't say, Darsh, you have to get up in the morning and do the Mangalarti with him. Vamshi, you have to sit and read Bhagavatam with me. No force, no push. Be exemplary and give the environment. Give the environment. आप उसको लेके जाके दारू के दुकान में बिठाओगे और बोलेगे कि तू तीर्थ ले, वो तीर्थ थोड़ी ना लेगा, वो तू चरणामृत थोड़ी लेगा, वो दारू ही लेगा ना. He is going to drink daru only. We are not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are not Prabhupada. Prabhupada went to the naked. In America, in Africa, there is a place of naked people somewhere in the very remote places. They are all naked. No problem for them. They are all naked. Not even bark, not even the stem. They are all naked. He went there, it seems, to just for a bit. He can preach like that. We cannot preach like that because we see the body. He doesn't see the body. He sees the soul. We see the body. Clearly we see the body. Our consciousness is not at that level. Men means men body, woman means woman body. We see dualities. So try to give the best to the kids by exposing them to what you need them to be in, what you feel is the right thing when you are following the Shastra. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, very important. If you are following Sadhu, Shastra, Guru in a bona fide way, it can be any Sampradaya. It can be Sri Sampradaya, it can be Kumara Sampradaya, it may be Rudra Sampradaya, it may be any bona fide Vaishnava Sampradaya. When you want to, you are accepting that Sampradaya, then expose them to those. Or else there is no use of begetting children. Okay, let's go to the 41. 41 is more interesting also. Pindodaka, right? We did the verse, right, Prabhujis? Okay, Mataji. Now we do the translation. An increase of, we already discussed that there will be a increase of unwanted population. Varna Sankara will happen and there will be unwanted progeny. An increase of unwanted population certainly causes what? Hellish life both for the family and for those who destroy the family dynasty. Here, he is also saying not only the families are affected, but because of this action, whoever is the cause of that action will also be affected. I am the cause of this action. You are the cause of this action. So you also will be getting affected. You understand? Papam we say, right? Some big papam is happening and you are becoming an instrument in that sin. That means you will also get the reactions. So Arjuna is saying not only that family who is suffering will get the reactions, but whoever is the cause of that sinful action, that is me. He won't say specifically Krishna, but I am the reason mainly here. Pandavas are the reason for all those things. So we also will get sin. That's what he is saying. The ancestors of such corrupt families are fallen down because of the performance of the offering them food and water is entirely stopped. It's not just stopped. It's a beautiful thing. Let's understand this Pindodaka process. Who knows the meaning of Pinda and who knows the meaning of Udaka? Pindodaka. Pinda means food. Udaka means water. Pindodaka means one has to be offered food and water. Any jiva. But here we are talking about the jiva or the soul who left the body. And here it has been lubdha pindodaka. Lubdha means giving, or lubdha means in a very, lubdha means that particular act is lost because of the family trouble. That become like slowly stopped. So the process of giving the food and water is being stopped. It's a funny thing that I will share. My grandfather used to like flesh or meat and wine very much. Very, very much. And when he left his body, I did not attend, but what they offered for the Pinda Pradhan is flesh and wine. Because he likes it. Because he likes to eat that, though you are off. So they don't understand the science behind this Pindodaka process. The science behind this Pindodaka, offering of Pindodaka is totally different. It's called Pindodaka Kriya. So what happens is sometimes, not every time, the people who have left their bodies, if they have lot of desires attached to those bodies, they don't get a proper body to go back. The soul with the subtle body is in the space. We call it as ghost, but it is a soul without the body. So what as dynasty or as the family, younger generations, they don't want their forefathers to go through that. So that's why they offer it. But what should be offered? Prabhupada writes very, 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 very clearly in the purport. So let's read that purport. Yeah, 41 purport. According to the rules and regulation, 41, right? We are doing? Yeah. According to the rules and regulation of fruitive activities, there is a need to offer periodical. He did not say one time. That's why we say every year. Pitrudan, Pitru time, we offer grain, Swat ceremony. Yeah. This offering is performed by worship of Vishnu because eating of the remnants of the food offered to Vishnu can deliver one from all kinds of sinful reaction. अरे भाई जो मर गया उसको ही मिल रहा है तो हमको कितना मिलेगा? So whenever we are eating non-offered food, that means we are verily eating sin. Bhagavad Gita says in the verse, you are verily eating sin. कुछ भी होने दो, ऑफर कर लो ना भाई, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? ओ माता जी, मुझे मीट खाने का इच्छा है, मैं मीट भी ऑफर करेंगे. हम लोग भक्ता कन्नप्पा स्टेज में नहीं है. मीट कृष्णा एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं. मीट कृष्णा के पास नहीं आता है. सत्व गुना, what are the foods what we have to offer is been also explained. So food offered to Vishnu can deliver one from all kinds of sinful reactions. Sometimes the forefathers may be suffering from various types of sinful reactions, and sometimes some of them cannot even acquire a gross material body and are forced to remain in the subtle bodies as ghosts. Thus, when the remnants of prasadam means I want the prasadam, I want the prasadam, I want full prasadam. Prasadam means, of course, Krishna doesn't physically eat the prasadam, or else if Krishna eats physically prasadam, maybe we'll offer or not also, I don't know. I offered everything, Krishna ate everything. Remnants of prasadam we have to eat. Krishna, whatever is left means we know that Krishna is going to leave everything physically for us. So we offer. So here it is said, remnants of prasadam offered to Vishnu, those are offered to the forefathers. We don't just cut a goat, we don't just cook some bad food, or we don't get the wine and offer because it is liked by the forefathers. No. We are not trying to please the forefather. We are trying to get that forefathers out of their miserable condition. It's not must that every soul is going in the air. Please believe me that. Don't take it 100% granted that all the souls are going to suffer in the space. No. They are all more beautiful than us. They are all more virtuous than us. They all will get a beautiful bodies also. In case, this is in case study. Rendered forefathers in the family tradition. And those who are not devotional life are very important. Underline, whoever want to underline. Online devotees also, I don't mind saying this again, please note down. Such help rendered to the forefathers is a family tradition, and those who are not in devotional life are required to perform such rituals. Many people say, ISKCON people don't do this, ISKCON people don't do that, this is very important, this is culture, this is family. ISKCON people do that also. Some people, some devotees who are at a higher purpose of not just delivering the forefathers but delivering the whole world need not do this. When you are looking at a higher dharma, higher perspective, so you need not do that. It's okay. It has been taken care. Prahlad Maharaj, 7 generation this side, 7 generation that side is taken care by being a perfect devotee. Oh, Mataji, that means you are a perfect devotee. I am not a perfect devotee, so still I do the Pinda Pradhan. Frankly speaking. But what Pinda Pradhan? I offer and then offer. My father also left the body. I told to my mom that when he left the body, immediately, at that time I was just budding devotee in Krishna consciousness. I'm talking about 19, 20 years back. I lost my father at a very early age. But anyhow, I told him, offer to Krishna first and then get the plate and offer it to dad. Whatever you want to do, whatever the days you want to do. So it is must, or else you are not doing
For them.
it's just for the bodily relationship you are doing. मेरे husband को ये पसंद है तो मैं ये बना दूंगी, मेरे wife को ये पसंद है मैं तो ये order करूंगी. नहीं बाबा, उसको बाहर निकालो उसमें से. Still you are getting attached and you are making others attached. There is a very very important point mentioned here in by Prabhupada. He is quoting Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto 5th chapter 40. Little slowly kids, little slowly. 11th canto 11th canto, 5th chapter and 41st verse, it speaks about why we have to do karma kanda for these people, because we are indebted, isn't it? We are indebted to them. We are here like this because of them. They have done a lot for us. So in return, we have to do this for them. But coming to the point of this verse, it says it's not just indebted to one person or two person who left the bodies. Here we are indebted to 6 different personalities. Let's see what are those. Deva Shri Bhutapta Nrunam Pitrinam Nakinkaro Nayam Rinicha Rajan Sarvatmana Yah Sharanam Sharanyam. Beautiful line. I like this line. Sarvatmana yah sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihrityakartam. I'm reading the translation. Please focus on the translation. Anyone who has taken the shelter of the... Actually, first we will read in between. As the verse goes, word to word we will read, then we will understand better. I'm not commenting on the commentary of Prabhupada, but trying to make you understand better. We are indebted to so many people. Who are they? Demigods, sages, living entities, family members, humankind, and forefathers. Very important. Oh Mataji, how we are indebted to demigods? Because demigods take care of lot of things what we need. Demigods are in their position of demigods just to help us being in this material world. Or else they could have gone somewhere to Krishna before only. Family members, of course, they have done a lot. Humankind, yes. Forefathers, yes. These all are very important for our existence. Sages, without their purity, we would not have been here. Without their purity, bhakti wouldn't have come to anybody. They are doing lot of austerities. They have left everything sense gratification and they are doing the austerities just for the purification of the community, society, humankind. Such obligations are automatically, and these are the obligations. We are indebted to all these people. So we have to do this process of being indebtedness or gratitude to all of them. But we cannot do. We cannot find a sage, we cannot find a and personally serve them. So, for such case, such obligations are automatically. You're not putting any effort. You're not doing Pinda Pradhan. You're not showing gratitude sitting at this sage has given so much knowledge, so I'm getting this knowledge. Om this Vaya mantra, Om that Vaya mantra. You're not doing anything for him. But automatically fulfilled by performance of the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. When the root is watered, automatically the tree is watered. Automatically the stems are watered. Automatically the flowers are watered. Automatically the fruits are watered. The whole tree flourishes when you put the water to the roots. This is what devotees do, not ISKCON. I'm not branding ISKCON devotees. I know. I'm not branding ISKCON. I'm saying devotees. Devotees who know the value of life. Prabhupada says, Aryan, Anarya Justan Aswargam. He says to Arjuna, you seem to be Aryan, but I don't see any qualities of Aryan in you. Aryan, Prabhupada writes in the purport, the meaning as Aryan as one who knows the value of the life. So, if you are devotees, if you are taking care of the supreme purpose of human life, of serving Krishna, automatically, oh, so I am serving Krishna, do I not need to take care of your parents? You need to take care of your parents. You need to take care of your elders. You need to take care of your kids. They are dependents on you. They have did their best to you all their life and now they are dependents on you. You have bigoted them for a reason. So, work towards that reason. You are not even qualified to become a parent. Na pita na chapi, na mata na chapi, na guru na chapi, na bandhu na chapi. These all relationship will not have any meaning if you are not connecting them to Krishna. If you are not making an endeavor to serve them and connect to Krishna. Connecting means not forcing somebody and taking them, hey, if you don't take Diksha, I will die, you will die. So you take Diksha. No. No. That way they will die now only and you have to die after them. No. Let's die smart. Let's die smart. Be exemplary. Give them the environment. Give them the focus. Give them the time. What they both will do is continuously chanting. Ajay Prabhu lives with us. Ask him. They continuously chant. We give that environment where they can continuously chant. My mother-in-law doesn't understand anything here, but she's sitting and chanting. She's hearing, she's chanting. She's hearing, she's chanting. She's hearing 100 times Krishna, Krishna in my lecture. In anybody lecture. In my Guru Maharaj lectures, sometimes it goes for 2.5 hours, 2 hours also, Chinese classes. She sits. They sit. Both of them, they sit. And they chant. She doesn't cook, that's okay. She doesn't broom, that's okay. She doesn't do many things because she has done lot of things all her life. Now it's our turn. We are indebted to them. So it's like that. So yeah, 41 verse speaks about that. The science behind, see, if we don't do Pindodaka Kriya and if we are not pure devotees, it's again going to be a problem. There in the time of Kurukshetra war, whoever there were, they were not pure devotees or the devotees who were following Krishna consciousness. Bad leader, bad jana. So these all people when dead, they don't perform the Pindodakas. And when they don't perform the Pindodakas for the forefathers won't be relieved from their sinful reactions or from their ghostly bodies. So this is also a problem. That's what Arjuna is saying. This is also a big problem. So giving the Pindodaka, we have to be very careful. When we give the Pindodaka to anybody, we have to make sure. And this word, what I said, I like it in this verse. Sarvatmana yah sharanam sharanyam. Sharanam means taking shelter. Sharanyam means the powerhouse of Sharanam. The one who gives the Sharanam. Sharanyam means the object of Sharanam. We are all seeking Sharanam from Krishna. So that is Krishna. When you do surrender to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, who is the shelter giver for everybody, so that Krishna will not only take care of you, but also your forefathers. When my brother-in-law, this is a personal share, when my brother-in-law left his body for some reasons, that was not a proper reason, so he left his body. For his, obviously proper, it was not a proper reason means he did not get a body yet, that was the condition, something like that. He might not have got the body. Then what we did, Pindodaka, those all people took care because they were not completely Krishna conscious. What we took care of, we did Bhagavad Saptah. Whole 1 week my Prabhuji was reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Within 10 days, 15 days, we completed reading the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the devotional service. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam for the soul who did not get the proper body. After reading, will he get the body? It's Krishna's mercy. We depended on Krishna. This is what devotees take the life as. We have to do whatever we have to do, but we have to do even what is the best. So this is a very important topic. So I'm 1 hour. I said I will stop at 1 hour. We'll stop right now. We will take online comments from couple of devotees and then we can do the offline devotees. Hare Krishna devotees, patiently waiting. I know few of the devotees have logged off, but I know time is crossed. Everybody has their schedule. So anybody has any discussion topic, questions, comments, please let me know.
Namaskar Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, how are you?
Hare Krishna, good.
Ever Lavanya
So
Mataji,
good,
Mataji?
Shweta Mataji.
Shweta Mataji.